Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into a massive opportunity in the logistics world. We're breaking down the CDL-A truck driver opportunities over at US Xpress. If you're looking for steady miles, really robust support, and honestly, a serious career upgrade, you're gonna want to hear this.
Look, let's just kick things off with a number that's probably going to make your jaw drop. Over $300,000. Yes, you heard that right. That is the potential annual earnings for top team drivers at US Xpress. I want to put that out there right out of the gate, just so we're clear that this isn't your average run-of-the-mill job. This is a highly rewarding, high-ceiling career path for people who are ready to put in the miles.
So, here is our route map for this explainer. We've got 4 quick stops. First, routes and driving opportunities. Second, pay, perks, and benefits. Third, qualifications and requirements. And finally, life on the road. All right, stop number 1, routes and driving opportunities. The really cool thing here is that US Xpress doesn't force a one-size-fits-all approach on you. They've built out distinct driving options to fit totally different lifestyles. For example, if you go with OTR or over the road, you're looking at averaging 2,000 plus miles a week. To put that in perspective, that's roughly like driving from Chicago to LA. You get flexible home time and very consistent earnings. But hey, if you want to be home more often, their regional routes get you home every single week while still knocking out 1,500 to over 2,000 miles with strong pay. And if predictable routine is your absolute top priority, dedicated routes offer consistent paths, highly predictable home time, and earnings up to $70,000 or more a year. Now, if you want to really supercharge your earnings, we've got to talk about team driving. Comparing solo to team driving reveals a massive step up. First off, team drivers split a huge $10,000 sign-on bonus. Together, you average 5,500 miles a week as a unit, and you earn a split starting pay of 72 to 80 cents per mile. Remember that $300,000 number we talked about a minute ago? Well, this is exactly how you get there. Teams average $260,000 a year, with the top earners pushing way past that. And here's the best part. If you want to team up, but you don't actually have a partner, US Xpress has a team match program to pair you up, or you can even sponsor a family member or friend to get their license and join you. Moving right along to Section 2, pay, perks, and benefits. Because let's be real, a great driving career isn't just about the miles. It's about what happens when you step out of the cab. US Xpress offers a truly comprehensive total compensation package built for your long-term security. We're talking health, dental, and vision insurance that actually includes prescription benefits. They help you build your retirement with a 401k employer match, and you get 5 days of paid vacation after your first year. They even have an employee stock purchase plan, which lets you buy company stock directly through payroll deductions and usually at a discount. Plus, they've got you covered with all sorts of supplemental stuff like pet, accident, critical illness, and life insurance. And check out this number, $7,000. That is the maximum tuition reimbursement US Xpress offers. It's an absolute game changer because it means you can hit the ground running in your new career without a mountain of CDL school debt weighing you down. But it's not just about the financials, right? They also have an Employee Assistance Program, or EAP. This is a totally free, confidential service that provides short-term counseling and resources. It really highlights that the company cares about your mental health and holistic well-being, not just your physical health, especially if you're navigating personal or professional bumps in the road. And for any military veterans tuning in, first of all, thank you. US Xpress really honors your service with specialized programs like the Post-9/11 GI Bill Apprenticeship and Advanced Rate of Pay programs. These are set up specifically to recognize the experience you already have and give you a much faster track for earning and growth. All right, on to Section 3, qualifications and requirements.
So what does it actually take to get behind the wheel? Well, there are a few baseline hurdles to clear. You need to be at least 21 years old, have a valid Class A license, and have 3 months of verifiable experience. You'll also need to pass a standard DOT physical and a drug test, and finally, you must be registered with the FMCSA Clearinghouse, which is just the federal database that tracks drug and alcohol violations.
Now, safety is obviously a massive priority, so let's break down the driving record timeline. It's kind of like a 3-step look back. Over the past 2 years, you can have a maximum of 1 preventable commercial accident and no more than 2 moving violations. Looking back 5 years, it's a strict 0 for major CNV preventable accidents, DUIs, or drug convictions. And stretching all the way back 10 years, you have to have 0 DUIs or drug convictions if that offense happened while you were holding a CDL.
Which brings us to our final stop, Section 4, life on the road.
Their whole philosophy here is easy, fast access to the support, relaxation, and maintenance you need on the road. And that's not just some corporate marketing fluff. They've actually built a massive, tangible infrastructure just to keep you comfortable.
In reality, that translates to 10 home-based terminals spread across the country. We're talking safe parking, free showers, and laundry facilities when you need to recharge. Plus, they have 18 maintenance shops. That is huge because it means faster truck repairs, keeping you on the road, actually earning money instead of being stuck reading old magazines in a waiting room.
And we've absolutely got to talk about your office, the trucks themselves. You're looking at top-tier, incredibly well-maintained equipment like the Freightliner Cascadia, Kenworth T680, and Volvo models. Get this, their fleet averages just 18 months old or newer. That means way fewer breakdowns and a lot more peace of mind. Inside the cab, you're set up with power inverters, bunk heaters, and outward-facing cameras to keep you protected.
Oh, and here is a massive lifestyle perk for sure. They have a super generous pet and rider policy. You can actually bring a companion, a family member, or even your dog on the road with you. Because let's face it, sometimes a golden retriever is a much better listener than a human co-pilot anyway.
All right, so if everything we've logically gone through today sounds like a good fit for your career, what's your next move? It's literally just 2 easy steps. Step 1, quickly review your eligibility and figure out which route, OTR, regional, dedicated, or team fits your life best. Step 2, complete the application online or just do it over the phone. Believe it or not, it takes most drivers 2 minutes or less to knock out.
So I'll leave you with this final thought to wrap up our explainer. Are you ready to hit the road and maximize your earnings with US Xpress? The steady miles, the amazing pay, and that top-tier equipment are all literally waiting for you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this breakdown. Keep seeking out the knowledge that drives your career forward, and I'll catch you on the next explainer.